for the perfume of your body, soul, and mind.
Welcome once again, folks, to the Hour of the Time. I'm your host, William Cooper, and tonight we continue on our series of the origins, the history, the dogma, and the identity of Mystery Babylon, the secret organization that has infiltrated every level of our society, military, and government, and are bringing about a totalitarian world socialist government that they call the New World Order. Tonight, Part 4. The Hour of the Time, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you tonight by the Pilot Connection. That's the Pilot Connection. How would you feel if I were to tell you that income tax is voluntary, and if you know how to untax yourself, you would never have to file another income tax return, pay income tax, or keep the records associated with those who are termed taxpayers? Now, if you're like me, you'd be very curious. And like me, you would want to look into that, as I did, and I became a member of the Pilot Connection. And I no longer have to do those things, folks, and I can tell you that it works. I completely inspected all of their records. I talked to their people, and I can tell you unequivocally that there is no law that specifically and unequivocally requires anyone to pay taxes. And if you do it right, you will never have to pay them again. Now, if you would like to find out how you can be one of us who are designated legally as non-taxpayers, write to the Pilot Connection. That's the Pilot Connection. 6333 Pacific Avenue, Suite 334, Stockton, California, 95207. That's 6333 Pacific Avenue, Suite 334, Stockton, California, 95207. Or you can call them at area code 209-957-5493. That's 209-957-5493. Tell them William Cooper sent you. Well, folks, we left off with a great revelation for those of you who were listening last night. For those of you who weren't, you need to order the tapes, beginning with the tape of February the 11th, Thursday night, February the 11th, which was, the name of that tape is The Dawn of Man. And this series actually starts on Friday night, February the 12th. But you need the tape, The Dawn of Man. Order all the tapes in this series, because if you really want to know what's going on, how it has been kept alive for thousands of years, and what the ultimate goal is, their origins, their history, their dogma, and their absolute identity, then you need this whole series. Now, to get this series, you can call Stan at 602-567-6109. That's 602-567-6109. If you're a CAGI member, just send in $7.50 per tape. Tell them which tapes you want, and you'll get them. If you're not a CAGI member, they're going to cost you $17.50 per tape. No buts, no exceptions, no deals. Want a deal? Join CAGI, folks. That's how we support ourselves, and that's how we get people involved. Well, let me continue. And I think tonight is really going to open your eyes. And remember, we're nowhere near even begun. We got a lot of shows to do on this, folks. And it's going to blow your mind if it hasn't already. I think some of you out there already know that. Now, if we concede that Osiris is the positive pole of the universal life agent, as the mystery school does, then Isis becomes the receptive pole of that activity. He is the doctrine, she is the church. As in Christianity, it is customary to refer to the church as the bride of Christ. So in Egypt, the institution of the mysteries was the great mother, the consort of heaven herself. From this interpretation, we gain a deeper insight into the symbolism of the whole Osirian cycle. Isis, you see, becomes the temporal order of the priesthood, the accumulative body of initiates. She is personified as the temple. She is the mother of all good, the protectress of all right, and the patron of all improvement. Now remember, this is the belief of the mystery schools. I'm not telling you what I believe. What you're learning on this program is what the mystery religion really is. Its origin, its history, its dogma, and its identity. So don't get confused here. Don't get confused. According to the mystery schools, she ensures nobility, inspires virtue, and awakens the nobler passions of the soul. As Diana of Ephesus, she is the multimamia who feeds all creatures from herself. And many of you may have seen